Good morning, everyone. Every day, every day. Wow. Well, I have a picture for you today of how our sun rises. I haven't heard from one person that they've seen the sun with the rays in it. And let me just tell you, we had to put the screen down. We have a screen that people have here because we could not look at it with just our bare eyes. Once it appears and the rays come, it just... So I'm hoping that Douglas and I were able to get this. Let me see which one's the best one. Here's in the beginning, and it's actually reflecting in the lake. Now, I'll go further back. Here's the first thing we saw. And this is before it got so big we couldn't look at it. And see, I don't think you can even see it here either. It wanted me to delete my picture because it wasn't... Yeah, it's hard to see it. I'll go back to the final one before it went up and around. You see, it's not round. It has 4 rays, the vertical and one through it. Anybody else seeing that? Every day since the moon thing. Today we learned we don't look at it because for about a half hour, 45 minutes, we couldn't see in front of us because it was a big blob. So something's being radiated to the earth through the sun, at least here. And how sad is it that people don't think to look at the sunrise, you know? I don't know. So here I am. And I'm going to say, Annick, nothing like that in Switzerland. Wow. Yeah. Anybody else see any? I mean, it just looks like a huge cross. And we did see it the morning it formed. There was 3. The first top 2 merged and it got bigger, and then it took on and then the rays came. It's been the exact same thing every morning other than the 2 that were so cloudy we couldn't see it. What does it mean? Illumination. It's on its way. We're not going to be able to turn around and run away from it. And it's like, look at me. And there's a great beauty in it. And yet we can't, with our naked eye, see it in that way. So it's already moved out of our vision up or however, wherever it goes. I don't know. But so maybe tomorrow morning, wherever you are, you'll take a moment. Hello, Heather from Heather Houston. Hello to everybody. Annick, Mary Ann, Marby, Barbara Ward, Carol. Carol, you don't see that sun up back home in Pennsylvania? Or did you think to look? You might have forgotten. But it's right here in my face every day because that's where we go to embrace the earth, the world. And it's like, shoot, right here I am. So, yes. Now, how's everyone doing today? Yeah, not always do as many people come. Let me move my thing here. It's in the way. Good morning, Tanny. I don't know if you got to see it. I want to show you, because you're from a different arena also, how the sun looks outside our home. It's not a round sun. There is rays through the center going vertical, and they're not small, they're huge. It's hard to look at the sun. We have a screen up. This isn't, it's much brighter than this outside. So definitely for me, let me see. Haven't scoped it out yet. Okay, and Barbara. Great. Well, I'm glad to hear it's other places. But yeah, it's like a star. Yeah, I mean, we're very moved by it. It's just such a, all of a sudden it's, oh, and you're like, oh, let me back up. We put down the screen because, you know, I think it's saying to us, a lot of light's coming, get prepared. And it's not any longer, can we just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm on my path. No, it's you're on your path. And the path is about what? Loving yourself and becoming more light and owning the star that you are. Yeah, I have the chills. So I have no idea if it's ever going to go back to just the sun. No, that sounds weird to say, doesn't it? I don't know. But I'll certainly keep checking it out every day. And it's and then when it reflects on the lake, it's like there's two of them. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. Yeah, Heather. Ah, amazing. Yes. So I've been a busy girl for a day. Haven't had time to talk to our other friends. But the Palladians, I talk to those who do healing. For those of you who got infusions, let me see what Barbara says. Oh, they're pretty cold there. Stuart Pierce from the Angels of Atlantis posts many of them on his website. Okay, good. I may have to do something like that too. I don't know. So anyway, what was I saying? Too much going on. So I talked to the Palladians that do healing, like when I did the infusions. And Barbara Ward, you're one person I don't see like all the time to speak to. But how is your energy feeling? Can you feel that it's heightened since the infusion time? Because other people, they've skyrocketed in their light. Hopefully you can hear me. I don't know, stranger things are happening. And if you don't feel like sharing, that's fine. But we are all being present in this new coming of the new era of Aquarius, of the golden years, however you want to frame it. And it's exciting. I believe the last I heard there's going to be 2 levels of beings that will come forward out of this energy. It'll be those who have been awakening and are going to be very awake. And there's those that still may not choose to awaken. So we don't even have to concern ourselves with all that. Let's choose to see it individually within yourself and what you want and what you desire. Oh, here she is. Oh. She's saying, absolutely, I can definitely feel the expansion, much more spaciousness and clarity. So probably by the weekend, when things will tone down a little bit for me, I'm going to put up another series of infusions that some of you may want to participate. We were very blessed. We were invited into this powerful healing hut. And an infusion is simply that I say various things that are brought to me. And it's not like you automatically have them then, but they're there to infuse you. And at the appropriate time, they're going to emerge and become. And powerful. And I do it with the Palladians. There's always also Sirius and Arcturus. But I do the infusions with the Palladians. And then the lady in charge started flying back on our ship and, back and forth so we could begin to become comfortable with the understanding. Good. Good morning, Paul. Paul, I don't know if you got to see the star that the sun is outside our house. And I'm hearing, because I've been asking, there are some places that are also showing it. It wasn't easy. We had to put a screen down. It's too bright. It was too bright today for us to see. And there is a pink hue more around the closeness of it. Well, look, it's moving around. Maybe it's me. I don't know. But that's now the sun that we get here every morning. It's amazing. And today it was the brightest we've seen. And greater light. So am I kind of stuck on that? Well, I'm kind of awestruck. I do remember what the sun looks like in the sky. And of course, it's always there. I'm in Florida. Not one of the bigger cities, we live on a little lake. But anyway, there it is. So we have to know something's happening. On a deep level from within us. That's where you're going to find your answers, are deep inside your heart and what it all means for you. I love how Barbie writes, like a star. Is it guiding us somewhere? Is it guiding us deeper inside ourselves to know more answers? Perhaps. Barbie says she used to see the sun every morning when I used to take my kids to school, but now I get up too late. Well, you might want to just take a day and I don't know where you live and see if it's anything similar to what I'm seeing. Who was it? Oh, Barbara said someone else is also seeing a similar thing. It's not like the old normal sun, and it doesn't come without all that. It begins that way, but it just keeps, embracing you and filling you with all this light. So I'll stop talking about it. Makes you wonder, because I personally haven't looked at the sky at night since to see what's happening unusually, if anything, in that way. But you can all, Dallas, Texas is where you get up. You are, okay? The beauty of being here, like Annick is there from Switzerland. She hasn't seen it. Yeah. So, some important things to remember. Not only about your profound growth that everyone's going to be coming face to face with, but also our world here in America that's made a huge corner turn. Don't be afraid. You know, God exists in many ways and through many people, perhaps even through you. Yes, Barbara just wrote it's solar flares are affecting us inside our own energy fields. But I still believe it's an awakening. And the awakening is going to continue in many ways. And I do not want you to be afraid or question anything to do with God. Because if anything, he's coming as a helping hand, because this has been our request. Certainly, there are those who've been masters before, if you haven't heard, and they've lowered their energy 93% to be able to be here in this moment for when people could possibly be getting afraid and everything's going to change. So don't be afraid. It's all as it was known it would be and how it's going to come. And the Palladians will tell you they've been here for 2 millennia watching over us. They actually feel like the earth belongs to them, as also does the Arcturians and Assyrians and all of them who've come here to help. And they don't always show themselves because people, you can remember this, used to say that they were gods. And they don't want to be God. They want to be individuals like us and just help. They're coming to help. Help what and with what? To have a new understanding about what life really is. The Earth plane today is about what you have or you don't have, what you know or you don't know. And there's just another whole grasp of what life is that when you expand and move into a higher consciousness, there's a peace and a harmony. And everyone loves everyone else. And it's really magnificent. Well, yes, that's true. Wondering when it was coming, for sure. Yes, I do channel them, but I haven't wanted it to take who I am and what I do away from where I believe everybody was ready to hear. That may be changing. I do not know. Like I said, I work with them with healing. And Dr. TM, here you are. Much love to you, too. Did you see my image of my sun star? Maybe that's the thing to call it. No, let me show it one more time. Don't want you to not see it. And I took a picture because no one was saying, and this was much brighter than this. You can see it can go. We couldn't open our eyes today to look at it. It was so bright. And we're right up close to the window. It doesn't look it here, but we are. And there's a ray going up and down and a ray going out. Oh, it doesn't want to show it how it is. Isn't that interesting? It asked me to delete it. it would not save it in the cloud. Very fascinating. So, wow. Yeah, it's not just a round sun. Now, I'll remind you, because the first morning we saw it, there were 3 golden, or like circles, orbs. The top 2 over here merged and it became large. And then it went and reached out for the third one and became this huge experience now, and the rays shot out. That's how we saw it form this, and it's been here every morning now. No. And when it's up here and the reflections on the lake, it's just shut the thing. So I don't know. Maybe whatever that light is that touches us is, because I feel very full of that light. And that's why I wanted to share it with everyone. So let's see who's coming today. We'll sit and first we'll bring Mother, Fathers into your heart. Oh, you think I manifest that? I don't know. Wasn't my intention. We do wait for it. And you can, I'll tell you, the energy that's like down on the sunrise becomes this depth of a rose pink. It was so beautiful today. And then all of a sudden, nope, there it was. Yeah, I do. I love it. But I think it's part of the light that we all need to remind ourselves that we are. Through trauma, karma, whatever you want to call it, we've all lost. We've all lost whatever it is. I've been having a lot of popping in my head, and I worked with my chiropractor. We do it. I'm not there anymore, but up in Pennsylvania. And he goes, well, what are you stressed about? And I go, I wouldn't call it stress, but everything's changing. Maybe my head can't handle it all. I don't know. It's very interesting. So a couple other things you might want to be thinking about. I'm going to offer Babaji's mantra to meditate. There are 40 true meditations in the world. It's not the only one there is. But this is a healing technique. And if you're about healing, this is the one you would want to do. My husband and my life changed totally. Went home, got divorced, married Doug in a few weeks. And in New Jersey, you never hear of that happening. The masters danced at our wedding. So it's powerful. I'm saying to you, your life will change. I know people who were salespeople who left their job and are now out in the San Francisco area helping young children. So it begins to go deep inside, releasing karma that you probably haven't even begun to touch. And you see the world differently, you'll see yourself differently. But to me, that's why we're here. This is Classroom Earth. If you've never heard that phrase, well then, hello, wake up. Some make it up into the university. Some of you are in the university. There's always going to be more until you walk and hold that light. And that's what's exciting. So, yes. So when we call in Mother and Father, their light's brighter than mine. And you start getting used to holding that truth and that embrace of acceptance and with no judgment. Came the other day. No judgment. our world is very judgmental. And we were taught it. It's everywhere. But the goal now is to begin to walk and not absorb it so much. To observe, you can observe, but not have it be a huge part of you. And God bless, love the ones who still have it and they're still challenged with it because they're still learning. We want to learn to surrender. I work with a few people that are working on not reacting. One of the signs of moving towards ascension is that you are capable of not reacting. Now, I could be at that one about I react to the sun, but still for me, it's like overwhelming demonstration of that light of God being right there in the sky for me. Same as the day when Metatron came with the thousands of angels from my little 6,000 year orb that takes you out. So are we growing? For sure. But this is on a huge scale. It's not like just here with us. It's starting to be, I see many more things of the Palladian speaking and letting you know. And don't let that, there's kind of an air about it that I wish it didn't have, not to be judgmental, but my opinion is it's a little not what it is. I don't want to put a word out there because there's so much happiness and laughter in the light. So let's see. Could be, right, Paul? He's saying responding through love and compassion rather than reacting to the outside world. Yeah. Yeah. Very interesting things have been coming to my desk for me to look at for people. And wow, we're all growing. You know, we've been praying, myself, you included. Let's, get this turkey moving. Well, the turkey's moving. The light has heard our call. And so now it's about go into your meditation, do your writing. I say that because I've been on my path for 40 years and there's been a lot of writing and getting to where I can hear my higher self and how my feelings are. And all my teachers come and we all sit together. And it's a powerful experience when you understand there is no aloneness, that there is such a family in your godliness and all willing to place a hand out. If I get mine there, to help. It's beautiful. And higher selves are a wonderful thing. I hope you found yours and it feels right. No, you'll know because of what it says to you. A lot of times people are being thinking it's a higher self, but it's someone who sees who your higher self and they pretend that's who it is. So look for pretenders. It's possible. And there's a part of your heart that will know, which is your soul. Your soul will really know who is the truth. So, yes, here we all are. Yeah, see if we go back up, there's a lot of us on here. Yeah. Barbara Ward, where do you live? Just curious. All right. Let me see who's here today. We're also going to call in the tube of light 3 times. Up with the vial of flame through everybody. And we're going to reach out to Lord Gautama Buddha and connect to his protective blue light, not only around our community, but around each person. Oh, that's right, Canada. I knew, I just couldn't tap into it. How wonderful for our whole piece of the United States and Ontario. We're missing Mexico. All right. So Jesus is going to come first. And, certainly we all love Jesus, but no, we all do have a relationship of our own with him. And that's profound, I think, that he's capable of doing that and fitting right in with whoever it is and holding his light so profoundly, So I'm getting the chills. I guess it is. Let me see what the temperature is. My goodness. Oh, it's getting up to 71. It started at 51. All right. Blessings be to each and every one of you. I walk in the light, not just from within, but around me from all of you fills my heart, and I smile. Soon, once again, we shall all walk in harmony together. I would say within less than 5 years, you will remember this day and what I said. There will be those who won't choose to move into more light, but that's fine. It is how it is meant to be. Peace, love, harmony, union. I will bring in union today for our word for a moment. For the opposite of union, here where I'm speaking, is separation. And it is interesting to me that some people find separation as an option of hiding, not wanting to be a part of the union, of the whole. So if this happens to be you, I speak to you and say, you in every millisecond are creating more karma, more separation, more heartache than allowing the light to help dissolve it. So, darkness is not your friend. It does not know how to understand the word friend. Hear me now. It is about light. It has always been about light. It's been about saving the truth. So let's think of that word truth for a moment and sit it next to a word lie. And I wish for each of you to dispose of that word lie. For if it's there, you're simply lying to yourself versus choosing truth. Isis will come forward here to stand with me as she spreads her wings and places a drop of truth upon your tongue. You can place your hand up if you're not ready for it. But it is to discover the truth within you, within the many molecular cells of your being. You also have light cells. Yes. Anashikyapo. Abode kishita mohoshine tapa. Polete hita moketa. Hapashana hate kitesh. Habala laikete nena haposh. Hamola the dieshikapo. Let's together think of the many who walked from Egypt for 40 years. And when we ask ourselves why so long, we understand and know it was due to the lies within the self and about each other. For it was only those of purity who were allowed to walk into the promised land. You, all of you, we are moving together to a new promised land. Will it be here? It will be here, or it will be up in dimensions. Each individual will be unique and different. But there will be no fear. Mother, Father always will move wherever you are. For it is all their creation. Some may wish to spend time within the fairy world if you are someone who knew them, saw them when you were younger. You may choose to return with them. There's also an angelic dimension that you, again, could make a similar choice. Many options are available. Yes, there is a master dimension for those who are masters to fill their hearts full with a new level of light. It is a wonderful time, and it is through this writing that you will discover your truth and allow your feet to carry you and your wings perhaps to come forward to allow you to understand who you are and where are you going, and that there is a perfection in whatever it is. Perhaps it's not what your friend may choose or come forward. It doesn't matter. It's about discovering you, who you began as and came through and learned and let go of to own the truth. It is a beautiful journey, and it is not time to stop now. It is to become courage and make every step count, every thought have purpose. So your meditations now must be just that, a meditation upon you and healing you, discovering you. Good. I am always here for those who have an intense alignment with me. Ask and I shall come. Song is a great frequency to begin to allow yourself growth, allowing the frequency to support a movement of that which is within you to a higher ground. So sing. Everyone sing. It may begin where you don't want to hear it, but it will move, it will change as you change. And it will be heard in the hearts. Yes. So while your hearts are changing, your hands will change. For in this world, in this form, it is how you reach out or you hold within. Your eyes will change, becoming so the greater vision of the third eye. Seeing that which is around individuals and how they hold energy. And never forget your heart. Allow it to grow. And there will be times when Mother Mary will come to you, for she needs to heighten its experience as she helped you create your heart. She will also come and help you have a tune-up. We, similar to all of you, are still growing. And you have heard often about our lives. Perhaps there's a day that will come and we'll hear about yours. During the huge merge into the light. So today, I welcome you upon this journey of discovery. Welcome within you all there is to see and to know and to be. Patience. Allow your beingness to grow as it's ready. Fast, fast, fast is not the answer. There is a perfection. So I give my blessings to each of you today. And my heart swells in the happiness it brings me to know perhaps where a lot of you are going. And you will be so grateful. Many blessings. Oh, Barb's Wheel of Fortune. She also is in Ontario. Yes. It was interesting because My higher self is Joshua, who walked with Moses. And he wanted to come speak, and I said, no, not yet. Let's see where all this is going and taking us. You're welcome, Dr. TM. How are all of you feeling? Is there excitement? Is there... I don't know. I don't want to put words in your mouth. How are you all feeling? I hope safe would be one response. Heather Houston, she's grateful. Thank you. And thank you for listening. Jesus is a great friend of mine, and perhaps he'll come that for you. Yeah. All right. Does anyone want to say anything else? I didn't realize how late it is. More gratitude. Thank you, Marianne. I'll talk to you soon. Good. It's very rewarding in many ways in what he brings to an individual to have him be close. Yes, that's true. Yes, it's true. All right. For all of you whose names I can't see right now, let me just wanting to give you a little bit more of that sunlight. Yeah. Look at that. So, thank you to all of you. Well, thank Jesus for coming. And the Palladians, and the Arcturians, and the Syrians. They're all much more than you realize. Yes. Stupendous weekend. How's that? Think of that sun and bring it into you, and you'll whoosh. That's what we're meant to remember. So, many blessings. I will send you thoughts throughout the weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Very good. Blessings.